Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Dominions 5. We are looking at turn 2 from our late HTNT series, From Whence the Salt Flows. Let's take a look. Actually, turn 3. I lied. So, initial expansion. We're fighting a bunch of militia, some heavy cav, nothing too fancy. Archers trying to get some shots in. Did we actually land any shots with our arrows? Yes, one militia got hit. So here you see this is the normal hit, and then we have solar weapons, so 3 AP, but his even though like the AP, his effective armor is only 4, but he rolled better, so no damage from solar weapons. And another militia got hit by a Howling Bow. Apparently we hit the head, so he has a helmet, so 12 protection. But then solar weapons actually did 2 points of fire damage there. Those are the only archery hits we landed. Okay, now we're on hold and attack closest, so we're gonna probably run into these militia. Bloop. Just deletes them. So now you see our guys kind of fully buffed. Obviously we don't have death weapons yet, but solar weapons, attack, and blood surge. We now have 2 18 strength attacks. The lance obviously charges on the first hit, so it doesn't really matter. Doing 23 damage for one attack, 13 damage for the other attack. With solar weapons, and we've got 16 defense. I think, yeah, that's harassed down a little bit. So 17 defense with no harass, 17 protection. And you see the timing here. My pikemen are just about to come up to the front. Just in time to save the archers. These guys routed the militia, but they've decided, they still have like the commanders to kill, I guess. So that does give a bit of time for this heavy infantry to kill some of my pikemen. I probably lost a few, but that happens. Lost one. Okay, not so bad. So that went well. Okay, can we see? Oh, man. Okay. I didn't mean like, oh, man. I meant like, literally, we have found man. So we border man to the west. So now we have to decide whether we continue with our sort of solo expansion or if we consolidate and move on. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to try to continue with our solo expansion, because this is militia, heavy infantry, and light infantry and militia, so we can definitely take this. With the exact same tactics, and probably we can go and take this. But we might also have other options here depending on what we find. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to research preach. And next turn we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 sacreds. And that'll be more than enough to take this on and kind of keep moving west. Now, I'm curious to see what man expanded with. Now he can't... Oh, man is probably here. Okay, so that's his cap circle, yeah. I kind of want to try to catch him expanding. This is a really easy province to take, so if he's here, he's very likely to move over here. So let's kind of wait here with our scout and see if we can't see his expansion party. Yeah. We're not going to start... Actually, 32 reasons... No, it's not enough, really, to get recruiting on this guy. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for this turn. let's talk about LA Man a little bit. So I've played them recently. I like them a lot. LA Man has some really strong units, and we're going to be relying on heavy cav mostly. So it'll be interesting to see what units they use. The best unit for MA Man is the well, let's see. You have the Tower Guard. Is that the one, or is it the Defender? 16. Yeah, I prefer the Defenders, but Tower Guards are kind of the cheap version. This is a lot of protection. It's a lot of hit points. They have great shields, so they're going to be mostly immune to arrows. However, if we are hitting these guys after year 1 with death weapons, then our sacreds should be able to chew through these guys with the damage, with the disease and damage attacks. If it's just heavy cav versus these guys, the truth is my heavy cav costs is almost cheaper than these. Like my heavy cav is 20 gold, but it's fewer resources and recruitment points, or the same resources and recruitment points. So now this is an amazing unit. I don't know though if this stands up to heavy cav. So let's see, 13 hit points. Obviously you have the crossbow. That can be scary. But we would have our guys just on attacking. We wouldn't even wait. So they might get a couple of crossbow volleys in. Maybe one before we make contact. I wouldn't even bother shooting arrows because no point versus kite shields. But so they have a length one, attack 13, 17 damage, broadsword attack. They've got 15 defense, 6 of which is the parry. So a lot of that, there's going to be a lot of high protection hits in the middle range there as we hit the shield's parry. Now, our Barbarian Heavy Cav is going to have the charge. The Falchion with, 18 slash against their protection plus the shield. Those are going to be pretty tough. We're going to do chip damage, but that's about it. But we are going to have better attack density. And they've got, 17 slashing versus 15. And they had 13 attack versus 15 defense. 17 slashing versus 15 protection. Our guys are going to be pretty beefy too. I think the lance charge is going to be key. And after that, it's just going to be a pretty bloody scrap. But if we add in my sacreds into the mix, I think we would come out on top. That'd be an interesting, fun fight. I think also my mobility would be key here, so I would probably send a lot of small raiding parties. We'd have a lot of attack rear formations going on. That would be the way to conduct a war here against MA Man. Now, I don't know what they'd be researching. They'd either go Thunder Strikes or they'd go Air Elementals. Anyways, we'll have to see. That might be a problem for a future episode. For now, we're going to keep expanding where we can, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.